on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
My mother is so excited for me to come home for the holidays. She's written to me nearly every day. Family out exhausted me. My older brothers are all sorting away themselves. It's terribly accomplished now. I'll never be able to live up to that. I prefer the three broomsticks to the hot head. Verona's a much better conversationalist than Jack the Trap. I can appreciate something all year round. But there's nothing like the best of fresh air. I'm saving up for a new broom. Albie Weeks says he'll give me a good price on it too.
Frankly, I'd rather limit my excursions to Hogsmeade these days. Too much distraction.
My house broom will do me fine for a while, I'm sure. To make up for the fact that they spoil my sister rotten. I think we'll just tell them to kick me out with the wind whiskey and sleep bitches and impunity.
Ugh, what am I missing?
Hogwarts hasn't been the same since Black took over. Lucky for us, we have the possibility.
Stupefy!
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hackett!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent.
Levioso!
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Good form.
I know.
Complicates things.
Class, I hope you were paying attention.
Levioso!
That is how you cast Levioso.
First duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hackett. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely...
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep, again, well... All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
You know, you might...
Exclusive and unsanctioned.
Excellent. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Protego!